Hello, today we will talk about Webpack. JavaScript module bundling has been around for a while. Require.js had its first commit in 2009, then Browserify made its debut, and since then several other bundles have spawned across the internet. Among that group, Webpack has dumped out as one of the best. If you're not familiar with it, I hope that this presentation will get you started with this powerful tool. What is Webpack? Webpack is a module bundle. It examines all of the modules in your application, create a dependency graph, then intelligently put all of them together into one or more bundles that your index.html file can reference. You can use Webpack for both your client-side JS files as well as your server-side Node.js files. What problem is Webpack solving? Historically, when building a JavaScript application, your JavaScript code will be separated by files. Then in your index.html file, you'd have to include script tags to every JavaScript file you had. Not only was this tedious, but it was also error-prone. There were the obvious issues like typos or forgetting to include a file. But more than that, the order of the script tags mattered. If you loaded a script that depended on React before adding the React script, things would break. Because Webpack creates a bundle for you, both of those problems go away. You don't have to worry about forgetting a script, and you don't have to worry about the order. As we'll soon see, the module bundling aspect is just one part of Webpack. If needed, you're also able to tell Webpack to make certain transformations on your modules before adding them to the bundle. Example might include transforming Sass, less to regular CSS or modern JavaScript to ES5 that the browser can understand. Webpack advantage. Static assets in a dependency graph offers many benefits. Here's a few. Dead asset elimination. This is killer especially for CSS rules. You only build the image and CSS into your dist folder that your application actually needs. Easy code splitting. For example, because you know that your file homepage.js only requires specific CSS files, Webpack could easily build a homepage CSS file to greatly reduce initial file size. You control how assets are processed. If an image is below a certain size, you could bus64 encode it directly into your JavaScript for a few HTTP requests. If a JSON file is too big, you can load it from a URL. You can require and it automatically passed by less into vanilla CSS. Stable production deploys. You can't accidentally deploy code with image missing or outdated styles. Webpack will slow you down at the start, but give you a great speed benefit when used correctly. You get hot page reloading, true CSS management, CDN cache boosting because Webpack automatically changes file names to hash of the file content as. Loaders and plugins. Webpack is a very flexible and powerful tool. One of the most prominent functionalities of the Webpack is plugins and loaders. Loaders and plugins in Webpack allow adding more rules or processing pipelines during the building process. Built-in and third-party loaders are one of the main reasons why Webpack is such a powerful and popular tool. While at first glance they might seem like they are used to accomplish the same thing, loaders and plugins are different in Webpack. Loaders work before or at the beginning of the bundle generation. Loaders work at the individual file level. Plugins work at the end or after of bundle generation. Plugins work at bundle level. Plugins have much more control of the bundle. The style loader and CSS loader go hand in hand. When we include below rules and add these loaders when Webpack finds a CSS file, The CSS loader will convert the CSS into JavaScript in array format, which is then consumed by style loader, which then convert it into a JavaScript module. The URL loader converts image into base64 format, or a URL for the image. You need to install file loader as well. Babel loader is used to convert code written in modern flavor and superset of JavaScript into plain old JavaScript code supported by older browsers. Thanks to Babel loader, we can enjoy new JavaScript syntax and write our code using ECMAScript 2015 and even React. What's new in Webpack 5? The fifth major Webpack release was released recently, almost 2 years since the last major release. This release brings a lot of change to the most used module bundle in the JavaScript ecosystem. This new version concentrates on 4 key areas: faster build with persistent caching, smaller bundle sizes, better long-term caching, module federation. Most front-end developers don't end up touching Webpack very much and just assume that it just works. I think this is a mistake. Understanding how you build tools what makes you a stronger developer and is available in debugging errors. Thanks for watching this video. Good luck!